be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus took Peter, John, and James and went up the mountain to pray. While he was praying, his face changed in appearance, and his clothing became dazzling white. And behold, two men were conversing with him, Moses and Elijah, who appeared in glory and spoke of his exodus that he was going to accomplish in Jerusalem. Peter and his companions had been overcome by sleep. But becoming fully awake, they saw his glory and the two men standing with him. As they were about to part from him, Peter said to Jesus, "Master, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." But he did not know what he was saying. While he was still speaking, a cloud came and cast a shadow over them, and they became frightened when they entered the cloud. Then from the cloud came a voice that said, "This is my chosen Son. Listen to him." After the voice had spoken, Jesus was found alone. They fell silent, and did not at that time tell anyone what they had seen. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Over 52 million Americans are bird feeders. You can make or you can buy your own bird feeder. You can go for a general bird seed. You can get some specialized stuff. Maybe you want the hummingbirds around you, so you get a special bird feeder with little teeny holes for little teeny hummingbirds' beaks. My grandpa, after Grandma died, had to figure out a new normal for his routines. And that's what family and friends are for, to give somebody encouragement to find a new routine, a new normal. And so for Grandpa, he would feed his birds late in the morning as he was about to get into his car and make his rounds. It gave him something to do, a responsibility, and he got to like it. And he also in the process found a worthy enemy to start taking on, rather than his family members at times, taking on the squirrels. So it gave Grandpa something to do. In the first reading, it's from Genesis. God had Abram look up into the sky. Take a moment out of your life, look up at these stars. At this point in Genesis, he's Abram. Later on, when God was about to make him a father, and a father to many nations, he'd become Abraham. And it's something similar. You guys have experienced it. If your name is Jim, your name is John, whatever, become a father, become dad, become grandfather later. That's what that word Abraham signifies. God the Father said to Abram, "Go out there, look up at the sky, count the stars if you can. Just so your descendants shall be." I'm not sure where this came from, speaking of enemies a little bit. Gluten has become an issue and an enemy in our modern times. I have no problem with gluten. I love gluten. I don't know what it tastes like, but it's good for me, as far as I can tell. But some people it doesn't sit right. Celiac disease. Maybe you finally get the diagnosis. What's going on in here that's wrong? Also something called IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. So one of those embarrassing things, actually it's more for women than men, but men get it too. Something with the large intestine. Triggers for IBS, diet, got a lot of stress, poor sleeping, changes in your gut, bacteria. And in case you're wondering, one of my favorite lines from the musical Fiddler on the Roof was, "There's a blessing for everything." I'll never forget that one. But being in the Catholic Church, there's a saint St. Timothy. Do you remember when Paul wrote to Timothy saying about an upset stomach? Take a little wine. It's good for your stomach. Anyways, celiacs and IBSers have to think about what they put in their stomach. It becomes an unwanted obsession for them, with a team of professionals having to intervene into the lives of something as simple as what I put into my body. And it affects family life. Lent, whenever you see this color of violet, part of this liturgical season is, it's the season of the stomach for us Catholics. Think about what you're doing, not just charitably, but what you're putting inside of here. And think about other people who have a silent struggle with what's going on inside of here. Not just with the heart, but with some serious other physical issues. And for us, when we see the violet during Lent, we're encouraged. Back off a bit. Don't pack this thing. Don't stuff this thing like it's a Thanksgiving turkey, meaning your stomach. Paul has a warning. It's in the second reading today. The enemies of the cross of Christ, out of all people, are those who have their stomach is God. God is their stomach. More popular on a Sunday, especially with people under 60, I think. A lot of young couples or singles. I saw this in Columbus when I was there about a month ago on the weekend. More popular than church on Sunday, or grandma and grandpa's, which used to be a prime location for your Sunday activity, is places like B-Dubs, Applebee's. And if you're talking about Columbus, places way trendier than that. Look at the parking lots. It's where they spend the time and money on a Sunday. You don't have to be a bad person to cut down the meaning of the cross. You don't have to kill people or even say anything bad to people. You just need to have an affair every Sunday. To cheat on God every Sunday. That will cut down the meaning of the cross. You don't have to be a bad person. Back to celiac and IBS. Realize this. There are those who give anything to be free from the pain and inconvenience of having to deal with their intestines every day. There are those who give anything to just have 40 days of fasting or abstinence in their lives rather than a lifetime. For them, the silent cross is not being able to go out without thinking in terms of a bathroom. One of the reasons why we put the bathroom in here is to think about these people who can't go anywhere without it. And there are those who give anything to be free from pain, embarrassment, and the constant inner reminder that they're not normal, even though they look normal. And give anything to be able to care about the needs of others rather than constantly monitor how they feed themselves. Feels like enslavement. The peace of bird feeding, going back to that. Even if it's just little random birds, everyone is thank you for a single thing you do for them. My grandpa, who once spent his whole adult life working to feed a family, it was a part of his flesh and his bones to do that, provide for somebody. So just get outside, get outdoors, get outside yourself, was our message for him. Feed others, even if it's just the birds. When God asked Abram, look into the sky, that's the first step. Look beyond ourselves. You can do that. And it's not just the sky. Look beyond just your own head, heart, what you see on the news. Look up at this church if you're outside. And then think about what you can do. Look beyond. In the gospel, Peter, John, and James do not look into the sky. You notice that? They looked into a transfigured Jesus. And for the rest of their lives, they were able to live for others because they saw something beyond themselves. And the apostles became bird feeders. And what was their bird seed? What they saw about Jesus. They didn't share what they saw right away. But when the time is right, they would drop the seeds to the little birds. Who? People who would feed on it. And we who still feed on what they saw. They drop the seed for us. And look, it still works. We're gathering here like birds to get a little feed. Life itself, just to finish with this, once and still is, for many of us, a reason in itself to live. You have life, that's the reason to live. But in case you get any doubts, we got a couple warnings. Paul's warning. Get your head and your faith out of your gut. Get it out of you. God the Father's call. Look above. Take care of your descendants. Even if you don't have flesh and blood to take care of anymore. Look above. How can you take care of your descendants, your fellow Catholics and future Catholics, your countrymen, leaving it a better place, or nature? Look beyond and take care of something else. And Jesus, with the Transfiguration, second Sunday of Lent. Hold steady to the light for the rest of your life. I am the light. Hold steady with that. Birds are a star, but more importantly, feed each other by staying alive. The worst starvation you can inflict on somebody is to take yourself out before it's time. Feed each other by staying alive and keeping up the good fight.